Hi, everybody. Welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host, Khalil. Sorry, I was hitting the light. Welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host, Khalil, here for another live toy of the day. And yeah, it's buckle up. This is not going to be a short one. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk. I was gonna, send it out, but we'll post it later. What happened today? So today started with this guy, and this will be probably tomorrow's toy of the day. I was able to get this thanks to my friend Bill, and so that's what my morning started out with. At like 7:30, Bill texting me that Major Blood's in the state, and I got ready and rushed out the door to go get that. And hi, Jackson, you coming in? You gonna come see the video? We have a visitor. Oh, you want to come up for story time? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So Bill called. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're on camera though. We're up here. Okay. So Bill called and I ran out. Ran out the door. Got dressed. Got ready for work. Grabbed all my stuff for work, and ran out the door. And I got there. And sure enough, there was a Major Blood. And as we're walking out of the store, Bill is holding a giant bag. You want to go down? Yeah. Bill is holding a giant bag. And I already know what he's got in the bag. He got the Disney Plus Marvel Legends wave. And our friend Ben was there, and Ben was holding the extra Falcon. Now, for me, I didn't want to get the Falcon without the wings. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I could take that kind of like anticipation. It would have drove me nuts. It already drove me nuts that Bill got there before me. I was very happy for him, and I was very happy that one of us got them before anybody else. But throughout the morning, I kept getting these messages from other people saying, "Oh, they're street dated. Oh, they're register locked. Oh, they're street dated. You won't be able to buy them. Oh, it must have changed after." But Bill checked out, no problems. There is no, so how do we say this? There is not, and just so you know what we're talking about today, we are talking about these guys right here. There is a street date. If you take the barcode from any of these figures and scan them in the store, or have somebody in the store scan them into their little Palm Pilot, the barcodes will show that there is a street date. I talked to our friend MCU Collector out in California, and he had been using the DPCI for the wave, and that in fact does not show a street date. Apparently, your mileage may vary. Your situation might be different. But they brought these out for Bill. Bill bought the whole thing. Ben bought the other ones, and I was in a rush because I had just enough time to hit one more store on my way into work. I checked one more store, no luck. They didn't have them, but they confirmed that there is a street date if you scan the barcode. So I went to work. Hey, how you doing? So I went to work and had text throughout the day. There is a street date. There isn't a street date. There is a street date. There isn't a street date. There is a street date. There isn't a street date. Multiple posts, multiple people saying that. And so I was getting a little panicked. Now, I pre-ordered these on Amazon because I wanted to get them, as soon as possible. I would have canceled that and bought from our friend Mike's comics and stuff, toys and stuff, had he got them in. But I wanted to get the review up. So I hedged my bets because Dorkside Toys said that they were getting them in. And I tried to pre-order there, but they didn't have the whole, or order it there, and they didn't have the whole wave. So I went and throughout my day at work. And at the end of the day, I had to stop at a Target to, just check. They didn't have any. But they said a nearby one, about 15 minutes away, had 8 of them in stock, which means they had the whole case. So with barcode in hand, I went. Checked the aisle, nothing in the aisle. I found an employee just pushing a cart. They scanned it, barcode, and they said, "Yes, we have them. We can't sell them." And so I pleaded my case, and they said, "There's nothing we can do. We can't sell them to you. But if you'd like to go talk to a manager at customer service, you're more than welcome to try." I channeled my inner junior, and I asked, I said, listen, I was at another Target. I saw somebody buy these. They scanned through the register just fine. I know your computer says there's a street date. I completely understand that. And if your computer won't let me buy them, I'll walk out. No harm, no foul. But can you please just try? And the girl behind the counter was so helpful at the Milford Target that she said, sure, I'll scan it. So she scanned it and she goes, yep, it does show a street date, but you're saying that it'll go through the register? I said, yeah, the street date got lifted or whatever, and they're not blocked in the system, so they are purchasable. And so she called somebody in the back room, and they said, got to find the right Target employee. She called the back room. She gave them the DPCI. They pulled the case, and they said, case says street dated. And she said, you know what? The customer really wants them, and there is a chance. She's like, bring them up front, and we'll see if they scan through. If they scan through, he can have them. So a very unhappy Target employee walked up front with all of them in their hands, instead of bringing the case, with all of them in their hands, which was a positive for me, right? The case says, June 1st. But they just carted them all up. They put them on the counter. She scanned one, and it rang through. So she just went scan, 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 scan. She scanned the entire case. And so I walked away. I don't think it's so much they hate being wrong. I think she was doing something, and the woman at the front counter pulled her away from whatever task she was doing. So I think she was just annoyed that she had to walk all the way up front. So $170 later, I got the whole wave. Drove home. Yes, I opened them at red lights. Couldn't wait to put him together. And so I guess you guys want to see the toys. So this wave is based on the Disney Plus shows. It is the first Disney Plus wave. So it is a mixing of WandaVision, Loki, and Captain America and the Winter Soldier. And so the first figures would be Scarlet Witch, technically Scarlet Witch, right? And Wanda as Scarlet Witch. They nailed her likeness. There are close-up galleries of all these figures. There's about 50 to 60 pictures in the gallery. There's a link down below, so you can definitely go take a look at those if you'd like when the video's over. But you can see they did an amazing job with the likeness to Elizabeth Olsen. I mean, it's a gorgeous figure. With her, you get two kind of like powered up hands, and then you get two gloved hands. And then these effects do come right off. So it's a nice touch. I think it might be my second favorite figure in the wave. I think they just really nailed her look. They did a really good job with the head sculpt. They're getting really good with the face scans. Her counterpart is the White Vision, or the I don't know. Is he the boat of Theseus, or is he the parts? Because I guess this is the original Vision, right? This is the original body. So it is just a recast or a recolored of the other one. There's a translucent cape. There is some like off-white parts on his gauntlets, on his boots, to break up all the white. There is a blue jewel in the center of his head. Again, he was hard to photograph. We had to change the background for him because he did not want to come out on the white. The cape, as far as I can tell, is not removable. I'm not going to pull too hard, but it lays pretty good on the chest area. It works pretty good. And it's nice to have both versions of Vision wherever they are. Yeah, Batroc would be good. I hope that we get him eventually. We got John Walker's U.S. agent, and yes, hands down, from top to bottom, he is a complete. They messed it up, and we know that they get promo art way before the show starts. So John's final costume that they got right on the back of the package, actually. So the packaging got the right art, the figure did not. The biggest problem really is just the white. There's no white on his chest. I did pre-order the Walmart one. Also, any luck with that Target 2-pack? What Target 2-pack, John, Tyler? So I mean, a little bit of white paint here on the red, and then red in between to fix it. I might pick up an extra one. Oh yeah. I ordered 2 of those actually because I'm a big Jon Favreau fan. I wanted an extra one. So there'll be. I might pick up an extra one to kind of paint in the lines correctly, or maybe one of my friends that paints really well will do it for me. But he's a good figure. He's probably the plainest of the bunch, to be honest with you. Well, not that plain. Bucky might be the plainest, but it's a great new portrait of Sebastian Stan. I think they did a really good job with him. Really cool effect would be if you were able to take off his arm. I think that'd be really, really fun to be able to remove his arm. But no, not so much. He comes with an alternate fist for both hands so that you can switch it off. I like the grip hand, so like it looks like he's crushing something. It's a nice touch. And really, I think the costume's a little shiny for him. I wish the colors were a little bit muted. That shine you see, the glossy paint on his jacket, really stands out when you take photos. But I mean, it's leather jacket, right? I don't think it was this bright in the show for sure. I'm just catching up on the comments. Happy looks pretty good. Yes, he does. I'm very psyched. And we had all those reveals today from Legends. It wasn't even their day for reveals, but we had like three packs that were revealed. Zemo is one of the stunners of the group. They did a great job with Daniel's likeness here. He does come with an alternate head. Yes, I'm switching parts on camera. God help me. Hopefully we got good quality here. We do. And you can see the Zemo alternate mask head. They nailed this. They really did. They give you alternate hands so he can point at you because you've done something wrong. The only thing that would make this better if the coat was removable and he can fist pump. But he can tell you how bad you are. He comes with a golden gun, and he comes with the red book for the Winter Soldier. So I think he's got the most accessories of all of them, whereas Loki and John Walker get none. For the most part, except for Sam's wings, he gets so many accessories, which is a nice touch for sure. The final single figure, I don't count Sam as a single figure, is Loki. So Loki, from his look, he is a variant. Loki and his look from his new show that premieres in 2 or 3 weeks now, 4 weeks now, with the windswept hair. What I think is interesting here for him is I noticed that underneath the coat, he does have a holster and extra clips, and he's got like the gun holster over his arms. So I wonder if that's going to come into play or if it's a part they're using from somebody else. I can't remember. He's a taller figure, so it's definitely not Ross. Everett Ross is figure from the Black Panther 2-pack. At least I don't think so. He'd be too short for that. But so I like it because maybe we'll get some options for other characters using that body. The final figure comes with a stand. Now, I have one criticism of the stand. It helps keep him standing, but it doesn't really replicate flying. Because when you put it into Sam's pack right here, you can see he actually stands on the stand. So I think it's a more dynamic stand than we had for the Vulture. The Vulture is kind of just like you sit in the stand. But it doesn't really allow flight. You probably have to get one of the flight stands that War Machine is on back there from Hasbro Pulse to get a good flying. And I got some good flight poses with him in that stand in the gallery. Sam is a stunning figure. The Build-A-Thing for this wave is the wings. So the wings really are what you build. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts with the backpack. And he comes with an alternate backpack with the wings retracted. Red Wing does sit on his shoulder. Just have to peg it in, sorry. So the peg on this does not hold that well. I will say that. I wish it was a little bit deeper. And I do wish the peg on the back of Sam's backpack did sit a little bit better. But the likeness to Anthony Mackie is superb. Like, they nail the likenesses on all of these figures. It's one of the best waves they've done so far, movie waves they've done so far. And I think they're getting better. And I I don't think the Eternals are going to look as good as these do, because there's a year difference there. And I think that we've seen how good those kind of step up, where we're seeing the Red Guardian's newer sculpt getting better. Yeah, we need all of those, by the way. So I think this is a really solid wave. It was nice to get my hands on it. Let me see if I can help you guys out. So the barcode, I think our friend MCU Collector did share. And also let's see if I can find the DPCI at Target, because apparently, Toyshiz posted the picture. He did it from somebody else. The DPCI is 087162868. Using that, you'll probably get a better chance of finding it. If you do scan the barcode, they're probably going to tell you they're street dated. They are street dated technically till June 1st, but they do ring through. So they're not register locked, and I hope that stays in place. It seemed like most stores in Connecticut today got one case of 8. So if you found it, you probably found the whole case, and you can get all the figures. I'm looking forward to, I'm sure they're going to update John Walker. I'm sure we're going to get another Loki in a possible wave 2. So there's a lot going on there. I'm just looking at the comments too. Yeah, there's still a lot more from the Infinity Saga that we need as figures. The reveals today were good, and I think it's a good start. Some of those characters need likeness rights, and so that might be the holdup with some of the characters that we don't have figures for yet. Like, we need a Wong. We're finally getting Happy. We need a Whiplash. I would like oh God, I'm blanking on his name. Sam Rockwell in Iron Man 2. It really went out of my head. Stark, and anybody out there watching can remind me. I really can't think of his name. Justin Hammer. Haha. Thank you. I got it right before you typed it. So yeah, I think this is a solid wave. It was a fun adventure today, finding all these things, finding Major Blood, getting that really, collector energy to kind of compete to find the wave and get it in hand. It was a lot of fun to photograph these. These are very photogenic and really well posable and balanced. Bucky and John Walker, U.S. Agent, he's labeled as U.S. Agent, were really well balanced as a figure. So yeah, I kind of jumped in. I didn't say go to castorscorner.com for a full 55 image gallery or 56 image gallery of all the figures, all the close-ups. Follow us at Castor's Corner to keep up on everything. We'll have Major Blood tomorrow. We'll be posting pictures of these guys throughout the night on our Instagram and our Twitter and Facebook. You can go check out the Cornercast podcast at Apple Podcasts, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you know when new videos get posted. We appreciate all of you coming out to watch tonight. It was fun to have the conversation. Thank you all for having comments. And the more of you that subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you and share stories like this. I mean, I have been on cloud 9 all day. I was thrilled I got Major Blood. I was thrilled that Disney Plus was in the state, and it was so exciting to chase it down. And then the satisfaction of getting it, I think, was just walking out of that store, like, the adrenaline was pumping, my legs was shaking. Like, it was one of those moments that really, when things all happen so well. And on the way out the door, somebody offered me a free bag to carry them all out to the car, which was, I think, was just like the customer service today at the Milford, Connecticut Target was just amazing. Don't usually get that kind of customer service. So I was really happy to kind of have that experience. And in Meriden, too, this morning, they were so well organized. They had them all stacked up on the electronics counter. And as people came in, they could ask for one, and they were given one. So everybody was allowed to get one. So it made it pretty fair here in Connecticut. So we'll take a look at Major Blood tomorrow. We've got the Bad Guys wave. We've got some other surprises from Legends coming in next week we're really excited about. And we'll tell you more about that as they kind of get shipped and come in. So anybody have any questions about the wave before I sign off and say goodnight? I'm really impressed with it. I'm really happy to have it. Before you go, so if they were going to do Certner from, is that how you say it? From Thor Ragnarok, I would expect him to be an oversized figure. He is not going to be massive. Like, he is not going to be a, 12, 15-inch figure. If they do him, he will probably be giant man size. I would, if they were going to do, I have no inside info. I have no idea. But if that rumor is true and he happens, I don't see him being bigger than that. Maybe a MODOK size box. I think he might be expensive, but or he could just be an oversized character. I'm really not sure. I really wish I knew if he was indeed coming. Those lists are leaked, and sometimes they don't actually reflect what's coming out, which is why we don't tend to post them. We have a little bit more journalistic integrity than that site that posted them. So yeah, but if he does come, I hope he's 10 inches, 9 inches. I think that's. I don't think you're going to get much bigger than that. So these are going to be popping up at Target right now, probably Walmart later. Online retailers are starting to get them. Check out Mike's Toys and Stuff for all your Marvel Legends needs. We use them as much as we possibly can. Sometimes when we want to get something up and get a little more attention, we'll grab stuff our own, but we do still buy the majority of our stuff from him. So go check him out, and go to castorscorner.com for the 55 image gallery of this entire wave. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow with G.I. Joe Classified Major Blood.